All right, marching on. Question 11. A spiral line is drawn as shown. Okay, so you start from the origin and you sort of go anti-clockwise, all right? And every time you move like 2 squares, right? You move 2 squares more, right? In some sense, the radius of the spiral, keeps on increasing by 2 every single time. So let's see. The spiral pattern continues indefinitely. Which one of the following points is not on a spiral line? Okay, so let's have a look at options. This is quite a long question, so I can't fit it in one screen, but let's have a look. So we have some 99s and some 100s in some sort of order, right? Okay, so let's actually just try to distinguish this into 2 scenarios, okay? So first scenario is these 4 options. When the x-coordinate, okay, gosh, I can't write, x-coordinate is odd, okay? And these ones is when the x-coordinate, okay, can't be asked to write that, is even. Okay, so we're going to investigate these 2 situations, all right? Okay, so suppose when the x-coordinate is odd, what happens? Okay, so let's have a look at a picture. So we can see like at -1, for example, and you can see it at 1, for example, right? Okay, and you can see at 3 or -3 and so on and so on, right? Okay, so we see that when the x-coordinate is odd, what happens? So when it's positive odd, then it hits, so this hits 4 and -4, right? So it hits the x-coordinate plus 1, right? So A and B are both hit. All right, could you see the A and B? Maybe you could. Maybe you couldn't. Okay, so the A and B are both hit, right? Because at 99, then 99 plus 1 would be 100, right? So A and B are both hit. How is C and D? So when you're at negative, or imagine the line extended, okay? Because the spiral extends here, okay? So let's look at -3. When you're at -3, you hit 4, 2, and -4. Okay, so you basically hit, 1 above. Okay, you get the pattern, right? So if it's -99, then you will hit 100, you hit 98, and you also hit, okay, let me get this right, you also get -100, right? Okay, so when the x is -99, you hit 100, 98, and -100. Okay, because of the pattern here, right? I mean, you just look at a -3 and then you sort of see, right? Okay, so C and D are also both hit. All good? Okay, so now let's look at the even numbers. Okay, so let me erase this whole diagram. Okay, this is quite an annoying question, actually. It's long and you have to check every single option, which is annoying. Okay, anyhow, so let's check the positive even. Okay, so positive even, let's use 4 as an example. What happens? Well, every single point between 4 and -4 is hit, right? Okay, so when the coordinate is 100, then every single point between -100 and 100 is hit. Alright, so that's why options E and F are both hit, right? Because 99 and -99 is well within 100 to -100. Yeah, so E and F are also both hit. Okay, so I'm left with G and H. So let's look at -4 then. -4, where does it go from? It goes from 2 to -4, right? It hits everything from 2 to -4. So when you get to -100, it's going to hit everything between 98 and -100, right? It's going to hit everything between 98 and -100. Yeah, I hope I've got that right. Okay, so what did I say? 98 and -100, I said. Okay, so G is not in there, right? G is 99, which is outside. So no G. And then, but H is in there, right? Cool. So there we are. Final answer, G.